Alright, welcome back, good people. On this video, I'm not going to go too deep into a title because this week's video series, as you guys know, I do 5 videos per week. And this week's video series takes me to the halfway point. I am so excited about where we are right now. As you know, I'm doing 200 videos in 365 days. And this is video number 96. So the 5 videos I'll do today will put me at the halfway point. Yes, that's 100 videos I've created at that point, and I'm ecstatic to have been able to share everything that I'm doing with you guys. Basically for a number of reasons, but the main reason is that I like to gain information, I like to share information, and I like to get paid for that process, right? And I also like to show other people how they can do the same thing, you know, doing what they love at their own pace, and, you know, pretty much the way they want to do things. And that's the way I believe we should strive to position ourselves in life, so we can live life according to what we want, not according to a schedule that, you know, that's really inconsistent with, you know, our spirit or what we enjoy doing so much in life. And we have that ability to do that. We definitely have that ability. Although it took me a while to actually understand that. But I've always been entrepreneurial. I've always wanted to do things from a business perspective. I've had several businesses, as probably you too, right? Because if you are of the entrepreneurial spirit, you have ventured down many journeys or many roads to try and find out, you know, where you are, what works for you, and what you want to, you know, become an expert on, what you want to go to the next level with. And we all have that ability. We all have that ability. And whatever you've done in your life, there is something that really made you feel a certain kind of way, right? That, ooh, I enjoy this, I like this, I really would like to, you know, be able to make a living doing this. But because of our limited understanding of a lot of things, we couldn't really wrap our minds around how we could turn what we love into what we live off of, right? But today you can do that thanks to this thing right here called the internet. Because of the internet, you have the ability to reach millions of people, if not billions of people. And you should be reaching out to these people, because these people are just like you. They're people. They think like you think. They, you know, want things in their lives like you want in your lives, and then they want to learn from you. They need to learn from you because you have something to share. You simply have to create the platform that you want to share that from. Now, a lot of times when you begin, you may not be comfortable in front of the camera if you want to do videos, right? The 3 modems that I recommend, or the 3 ways that I set my system up, are videos. That's my primary source. This is my go-to source right here. I love doing this right here. I love it. So when I don't feel like doing my podcast show, or when I don't feel like writing blogs, I may outsource that. What does outsource mean? Well, I have people who come on from time to time who would like to, you know, do a show on my podcast, or who would like to, you know, have a blog that they get out on a couple of sites that I create. So if they want to do that, then I'll let them do that. But normally I'm pretty consistent with what I do, because I have my system transcribed into going to podcasts and to blogs, right? So as that happens, this content that you're viewing right now will also be available on my blog at one point, and also available on my podcast show at one point, right? And it's all within the same day or two, right? It's not like, you know, next month or next week or nothing like that. It's a process, right? So when I create this video, the next step is to create a podcast for me, and I do my podcast shows on Monday. Now, is that a lot? That's a pretty intense schedule, right? I do 5 videos on Saturday and 1 podcast on Monday, right? Where do I write my blogs? Whenever I want to, right? Whenever I want to write it, I can write it. Or I can just have it transcribed and then have someone else write it according to what I'm saying here on the videos. But I like to do that myself because where I am right now, I have the time and the ability. Plus, I'm still learning that system, that process right there. But I want it to be one smooth, well-oiled machine by the time I finish, with this 200 video series. And as I said, I'm at the halfway point. Now, ask yourself, if you will, what have you committed to this year and you're at the halfway point? Or maybe you're finished and you're on to the next thing. Because see, that's how it works. Once I finish this and get this accomplished, get this under my belt, so to speak, I don't stop there. No. It's continuous forever. This is what I love to do, and I'll just get smarter with different ways of doing things, right? Which means I'll be able to generate more money doing those things at a lot easier pace, a lot less of me, and a lot more of other people, right? Which is the way business works. That is the way business works. And I hope that you are truly interested in having your own business, right, this year, because this is a great time to do it. It's a great time. And just think about this. Even if you don't make a lot of money the first year or the first couple of years, just think about how much you would have learned about what it is you want to do, and more importantly than that, about yourself. Because doing things allow you to understand things about yourself that you wouldn't normally understand, simply because there wouldn't be a need to understand them. Like, besides doing these 200 videos in 365 days, I've also committed to working out 5 days per week, doing 30 minutes of cardio at least 5 days per week throughout the entire year. Now, just think about that. I wasn't doing that before the year began. But I must admit, I was doing 3 days a week. I do 3 days a week because I am a trainer, all right? So I go to the gym. I'm health conscious. So you don't have to tell me to go to the gym. I know to go to the gym because I know your health is your first wealth, right? And you must have some way of maintaining or increasing your health, or it's going to go backwards because of what you eat, because of lack of exercise, lack of sleep, lack of a lot of things will cause you to, over time, start to, not be as strong as you could be, right? But if you have a conscious workout ethic or a conscious workout system, you'll learn things about yourself along the way as you're working out. And it always helps to look good. It always helps to look a certain way, right? And to feel a certain way, because when you look good to you, you feel good to you, right? And that's all that really matters, because other people will notice and take notice of whatever. That's not really relevant. That's not really what you seek. What you seek is the confidence and satisfaction within yourself. You seek for self-approval, not approval from others. That's like money. That's a byproduct of you working and maintaining you. That's going to come. Trust me. Just like money. If you set your system up from a business perspective and you start to understand all the moving parts and you start to generate that to where you're actually bringing in clients, and there's a funnel that people come into, and you get some and not get some, not get others. That process works. That process brings in money. That's right. That's why you would create a business. And like I was saying earlier, the way you live life on your terms in the 21st century is to have a business. It really is. Because jobs are playing out. Jobs are being outsourced all the time, right? The good jobs are going away. Or maybe you're not necessarily qualified for the good jobs. And that's okay. That's not necessarily that you have a good job. I recommend that you have a business acumen where you're starting to focus on creating your own business. Because it's going to take time. Yeah, it's going to take time. You're not going to get there overnight. You're not going to do it. And if you think that all you have to do is just put in water and poof, you have a successful business, nope. That's not how it works. You must put in time. You must put in time. You must put in the effort. And if you have that understanding, or you're okay with that, then you're a good candidate. If you don't want to go through the procedures if you will, then you're really not a good candidate to be an entrepreneur or to start your own business, because it takes some stick-to-itiveness. You have to stick to something for a while until you understand it. And sometimes it takes a while. Most times it takes a while. But you'll get it if you continue on. If you continue on, you'll sort of be around people, right? And those people that you're around will start to say, no, Larry, this is the way you should be doing it. And then you'll start doing it that way, and it'll make so much more sense to you, and it'll increase your revenue, right? That's the world we live in today. Now, I'm not going to take a lot of time on this video patting myself on the back, because I am extremely excited about the halfway point. See, the way I look at the halfway point of anything I do is that if I'm going 5 miles, if I go 2.5 miles, if I turn around at that point, I'm going to go the same distance coming back as I would have going forward, right? But the thing about that is I won't learn what I could learn going forward, because I stopped and turned around, right? That is not an option for me. I do not ever, with a capital E, incorporate that in my process of thinking, stopping and turning around. I never think that way. Never. And you shouldn't either. Because when you do that, you discount your ability to have resources come from other places to help you out. The universe that we live in, what you seek starts to seek you, and it will send you people, situations, and opportunities if you stay on course. If you stick with it, they will show up. You just have to believe, right? All right, I'm going to title this video "The Halfway Point." All right, remember I said that. Now, don't forget to share these videos, like these videos, and comment on these videos, and I'll see you on the next video.